Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This is the third episode of our tutorial. So in this video, we're gonna work on our player's jump system. So let's get started. First of all, I'm opening my Visual Studio. And as you can see, I'm in player script. So first of all, we need to create a variable, which is we're gonna call jump force. And it's a float variable. So let's put a value for this variable. I'm gonna put 3f, and then let's go to the update function, and I'm gonna write if statement that if inputs.get key down, key code won't be space, it does escape, it will be space. Then debug.log player jumped. Let's check that first, that if it's gonna work or not. First of all, I wanna log this script. So let's play.
A few moments later.
So I'm playing on space, and as you can see in our console, we can see that it says player jumps. So that means it's working. So let's write a code for make our player to jump. So I'm gonna write rb.velocity is equal to new vector2 rb velocity.x stays the same. You're not gonna change that, but our y-axis will be equal to our jump force. And another thing I want to do actually to add serialized fields for our jump force variable. So if we want it, we can just change our jump force variable inside of the engine itself. So as you can see, I can see my jump force. I can increase or decrease that. Let's click on play.
A few moments later.
So let's press on space key now. As you can see, we can jump, but the distance is very small because our jump force variable is very small. So I'm gonna make that 3 again. Let's jump. As you can see, it's perfect. But there's a problem. When we press jumping space button, it's just keep jumping and it looks like we are flying. So that actually creates a bad effect. So how we can fix that? So let's go to the script again, and I'm gonna create an enumerator. I'm gonna call this reset jump needed, or just reset jump. So yield return new wait for seconds. It's not gonna be jump force. It's gonna be 1 second. After the 1 second, so we need to create actual boolean, and I'm gonna call reset jump needed, and I'm gonna make reset jump needed equal to true. Actually false. All right. So in our if statement, we're gonna use our boolean, and if we press the space key, and if reset jump needed is equal to false, then jump. So let's save that and go back to Unity. Okay, I forgot one thing actually. I didn't call my reset jump coroutine in here. So I'm gonna write start coroutine, reset jump, and it's gonna work now. Let's play. let's put space. As you can see, now we're not keep jumping, so that's cool. That's working perfectly. I want to increase our speed. It's very slow. It's actually when I'm not recording, it's actually the speed is very good, but when I'm recording, speed gets slowed down. I don't know why, but that's why inside of my video I increase the speed to 1000. But if you are doing by your own, do not put 1000 value for the speed. It's too much, it's crazy. You can put 400 and it will be okay. Okay guys, so our player able to jump, but we don't have animation for that, so it looks weird. So let's add jump animation to our player. I'm clicking on player and going to animator. I'm gonna create state empty and click on that. So let's go to Sunland artwork folder and then sprites, player, and as you can see there's jump animation. What we can do actually, we can create a new animation, and let's go to scene and like click on player here, create new clip. I'm going to animations, player, and I'm calling this jump. Save. As you can see, this is empty, there's nothing, but what we can do actually, I'm gonna drag this here, and then I'm gonna add 2 animations in here. So I'm dragging this here. Let's see. It looks a bit weird. So what we can do, I'm gonna drag here step 1. Let's see. Oops, what's wrong? Okay. So we need to duplicate this one more. Okay, I'm gonna drag this here again, and then I'm gonna add one more player fall. So we need one more player fall so it won't look weird. So let's see. Jumping, falling, jumping, falling. So it looks normal now. Let's see what other kind of animations we have in here. Okay, we don't have animation for jump, but we have only sprites for that, so we can just make animation for jumping by combining falling and just going up sprites, and like it looks something like that. But the thing is, I think falling is too long. That's why I will grab falling animation a bit closer. Yeah, I think it looks nice. So that's perfect. Let's go to animator, and as you can see there's a new state. So let's go back to project folder, and let's click on animations, player, and as you can see we have jump in here. So what I'm gonna do, actually we don't need this, so I'm gonna create a transaction between idle and jump, and also jump to run to jump. Okay, so let's make a boolean for jump animation. We can call this also jump. If we go to idle to jump, that means jump is equal to true, right? Which makes sense. We don't need exit time and we don't need transition duration. And from jump to idle, we don't need transition and duration too, and no exit time. It gives warning because there is no condition, but we will add, as you can see, warning disappeared, jump, and it will be equal to false when jump to idle transaction. So that's perfect. And then so I will I won't touch for now to run and jump transition. Let's do the first thing to idle and jump. And let's go to Visual Studio and let's go to player animation script. So let's create a new function. I'm gonna call this player jump and animator sets boolean because our condition is bool, and I'm gonna write jump, which is the name of our condition, and I'm gonna call this true. Let's save and let's copy that. Let's go back to here. So we have a variable we called anim. We can just go to here and we can write anim player jump. So that's perfect. So let's go back to Unity. Play.
A few moments later.
So let's jump. As you can see, it's working. But there's a one problem. So let's go back to animator. Let's go to jump animation, and as you can see, it's in loop. It must be false. And there's another problem actually, and the thing is our jump animation is too long. We don't want that happen. So we're gonna decrease the duration of our jump animation. I'm gonna bring that to 1 second, and let's see what will happen. Jump. All right. So it is still triggering our jump animation. It doesn't go back to idle. So let's go back to Visual Studio, and then let's make a routine. Let's create a routine in our player animation script, and I'm gonna call this jump routine. Let's call this 1. And let's actually cut that, paste in here, and also paste in here, but it's gonna be false. So we're gonna start coroutine. It's gonna be jump routine. Let's save that, and also save that too. Let's go back to Unity, scene, and let's play. Then another thing I want to do actually, increase our jump force. Okay, let's see. As you can see, it's not happening anymore. Let's look at our animator. So as you can see, it's triggering now idle, and let's go to running. Our player is too fast. Let's decrease that. I'm gonna make this 200. And as you can see, actually, from jumping, it's triggering run because we didn't put any transition between them. And so I'm deleting that until we put some condition for between jump and running. So as you can see, this problem is not happening anymore. So I'm gonna add transition again when we will add a condition for jumping and running transition, but the rest thing is just working perfectly. So let's focus on again animator. Okay, and the thing is, right now we're gonna focus on the transition between running and jumping. So I'm gonna make a transition again between them. So in this transition, I'm gonna make a transition condition, and it's gonna be jump through, then jump. From jump to run, it's gonna be jumping is false, and also move is greater than 0. Alright? So let's go to scene and let's play. So let's try to run, jump. Okay, let's change jump force from the engine, not when we are playing, because when we change the variable when we are playing, it's just happening from when we play. Later it disappears. Okay, as you see, the transition between the jumping and running is very cool, but we're not jumping, still going to idle. So we don't have any problem between jumping and running. Okay, it's cool. So we're done with our animations, and but there's one thing left, one problem in here in our game. I want to fix that too in this video. So as you can see, when we're running towards tree or this house, our player disappears. So how we can actually fix that problem? The problem is actually with ordering layers. Our player ordering layer value is 1, and then our trees, for example, this one 1 2, this one 1 2. So that means their layers equal to each other. This shouldn't be like that. We have to increase our layer value for our player. So I'm gonna put this 2, and it's not gonna happen anymore. We're gonna just, when we run through tree or this house, we're gonna just pass it in front of it. You see? There is no single problem. And also when our player is just keep running, our camera is not following our player. So how we can fix that? Actually guys, we don't need any script or any code for that. It's actually very simple. I'm gonna just drag our player to the top, and I'm gonna drag our main camera inside of player, and from now our camera will follow our player. So let's try to move. As you can see, our camera is following our player. Yeah, that's cool. So guys, that's the end of the video. Guys, if you like this video and if you want more videos for this tutorial, please don't forget to like this video, and also your support is very important for me. If we wanna improve this small channel, make this channel bigger, please don't forget to subscribe guys. That's what motivates me. Thanks for watching.